Good morning, Internet. Good morning, Internet. It's Eric Arnold, the Big E, here in his sports barn. And it is actually what normal people would consider morning. It's about 20 after 11 on Sunday morning, the 9th of February. What am I doing out here? Well, I figured we should recap what happened yesterday. I mean, with 51 games, I'm pretty sure nobody could keep track of that. I had trouble keeping track of it. Suffice it to say, we came out a winner. I believe the final total was 28 wins, 22 losses, and 1 tie. So we'll take that every day of the week. So we wanted to just give you a recap of the wins and losses. I don't have any picks for you at this moment. It's possible I may throw something together late tonight for Monday. Probably more likely throw something together Monday for Tuesday. One, maybe both. Who knows? So what happened yesterday? Well, here's some thoughts on college basketball, some things I took note of. Penn State, they continue to win. You know, they sold that place out up there yesterday. That's unusual. They've got a big arena. They never sell it out. They sold it out. You know, that means there's some energy around that Penn State program. So, I don't know. That's a team to look out for. You know, will it actually translate into meaningful wins in the Big Ten tourney, or more significantly, the NCAA tourney? Who knows? But for now, Penn State, look out for those guys. Gonzaga beat the living shit out of St. Mary's by 30. This could be their year. It really could be. It's a wide open year. There is no super teams, and Gonzaga is just one of those solid teams that's going to give you a game every time you play them. They could win it all. I saw Bobby Knight went back to Indiana. I'm not a big Bobby Knight fan. I could care less one way or the other. Here we are. A big game last night with North Carolina and Duke. I guess Carolina, bad team all year, put it all together for, 44 minutes, and they were giving it to Duke, and they were fighting, and they had them, and then somehow they let it slip away in the last seconds. Blowing the game and losing to Duke. I think that makes the record like 10-13 or something like that, 10-14. However, that close loss to Duke, I'm pretty sure Billy Packer and Jay Billis have now established Carolina as firmly on the bubble. So we can expect to see probably Carolina in the tournament, at least on some ESPN scorecards. What else we got here for you? Had our first comments on some videos. Thank you, Mr. Commenter, for making your comments, taking the time to view the videos. I responded in the video, yesterday's video, but I'll answer it here again. He astutely pointed out we pick all road teams. Yeah, pretty much. For the moment, I'll say this. The model doesn't always pick road teams. At the moment, it's picking road teams. It doesn't always. So, why? Largely, I think just because of, I think the point spread bakes in a home court advantage that doesn't exist. And that's one of the reasons why we find value in some of these away games. That's one of the things we're looking for is here you got nobody in the arena. Well, what kind of home court advantage is that? You got like 6 people over there cheering for you. Yeah, that's not a home court advantage, yet the point spread still has it in there. Anyway, that's the thinking. Who knows if that's going to hold out? And it could be something to look for if the point spread starts getting adjusted for that sort of thing, because then that's going to screw my model pretty good. But we'll look for that, and we'll try to stay on top of that. Subscriber F pointed out that if you're trying to actually play all these games, which he said some degenerates want to do, his word, then I should put the games in tip-off order or chronological order. Now, that's a good point, and the customer's always right. So we will try to do that in the future. In my Bob Dylan flashcards here, I just kind of threw. I think I put them together by conference, which I'm not sure why I did that. I knew it had to be in some order, and I figured that'd be easier to sort them that way than say alphabetically. But tip-off time would have been smarter, I guess. So we'll try to work on that. So let's have it. Let's go through this quick and demonstrate, prove our 28, 22, and 1. So let's see what we got here. Ball State, forget who they lost to. Western Michigan. Well, they lost. They were favorite. They lost. And we were close, and so even some of our losses we were close on. So I thought it was a really pretty good day. Missouri State, that was a one-pointer or one-star game. They came up and got the cover late, losing 66-68, close enough. Here was a good one. South Florida went into Memphis and beat them outright, 75-73. That could be our winner. That could be the effort of the day as far as good games go. Howard, I forget, was it Florida A&M? Is that who they stayed close with? They lost 78-82, close enough, winner. This one sucked. I mean, this one absolutely sucked. I did not have 3 stars in any of these games, but if I was going to put 3 stars on one of them, I probably would have used this one. Arkansas, as a 1.5 point favorite at Missouri. Arkansas should have got this game. They absolutely should have got this game. The game went to overtime. They had basically had 2 chances to win and cover this game and still couldn't get it done. I mean, their best player had a bad game. What can you do? But that was a loser. We lost in overtime 83-79. This game, this was probably a mistake. Maybe some bad handicap in here. Richmond, they were 10-point favorites. They won, but not by enough, 59-53. I had seen Fordham, and I know they play low-scoring games, and you're laying 10 points in what's going to be a low-scoring game. Your margin of error is pretty thin there, and we didn't get it done. Central Arkansas, I don't even know who they played. Somebody in the Southland. They were getting 5. They won outright, 82-76. Hooray! I screwed up here. I should not have been on this game. This was bad handicapping. This was late. Arizona State hosting USC. Arizona State just screwed around, and didn't get it done. Winning the game, but not by enough. Late score, 66-64, not enough, loser. Shouldn't have been on that game. That was a mistake. This was not a mistake. It just didn't happen. Miami of Ohio lost 46-77. Never in it. Complete wipeout. Nice one here. Rice. They beat somebody that I forget who. 91-83. Montana State wipeout for 1 star. Losing 49-74. They get wiped out. I forget by who by. Let's see. Maine. I've been bad-mouthing these guys, but they came up with a big second half and got it done as a 2.5 point dog. Well, they were at Binghamton, that's right. So they won 82-75. Nice win there. North Carolina A&T in the MEAC did not get it done at Bethune-Cookman. They lost 73-78. I was disappointed on that one. That one probably could have gone either way. Went against us. These SOBs are definitely off my Christmas card list. Delaware State. They are really starting to get on my nerves. I play against them, they cover. I play with them, they lose. Sons of bitches. We lost easily, 57-85, never in it. Another team that's starting to get on my nerves, Louisiana Tech, outright loser, 79-83 in overtime to Marshall. Grump. Boy, I was wondering if I have a winning record. These are all losers. Here's one, Miami of Florida. This game was close at halftime. I think we were down 3 at halftime, but the score was like 50-47, and I thought, we're in trouble. I mean, you're getting 14 points. That seems like a lot, but in a game where nobody's playing any defense, 14 points, that doesn't go as far as it would in a 60-point game. So Florida State just went ahead and kicked their ass in the second half as a loser. Here's a winner, Murray State. Murray State managed to come back off that Belmont loss, covered the 3.5, had a good second half, covered that one 73-65. South Dakota beating, I believe, North Dakota. We had South Dakota 82-68. I tell you, I'm starting to get confused. I mean, I took a nap yesterday afternoon because I was up till like 5 a.m. putting that video together. And we looked at the score and I thought, son of a bitch, we're getting killed. We're getting killed in that one. Then I went downstairs, looked at it a little closer. I'm like, wow, we won that one. I thought we had North Dakota. As it turned out, we had South Dakota. They're all the same. Winner for there. Tennessee Tech, who got hammered, what was it, Thursday night? They got hammered for us. Was that? Yeah, there. Got hammered, but they came back and got the W at Cape Girardeau, plus the 4, winning outright 62-60. Bobby Morris getting it done for us. They were getting 4. They win outright 61-58. I'm not sure who they beat. If I thought about it, it'd come to me. These guys, I'm starting to think, are one of my favorite teams. East Tennessee State. Seems like if we play these guys, they cover. And they came back to get their vengeance on Mercer, had a good second half, and got up for the cover 73-60. These are also one of our favorites. North Carolina Central. Coach Moten, he got it done at Coppin State, 68-63, winner. This is one of my favorites. Central Connecticut State, big underdog, lost 60-64 in a low-scoring game. Reading High School's Danielle Marshall is the coach. Hooray for them and me. Furman, nice game for them. They're a good team. They got it done, laying the 3, easy winner, 82-73, relatively easy winner. These boys, I watched a lot of this game. Kansas, TCU. Kansas winner, 60-46. Kansas should have blown these guys the hell out. I mean, really blown them out. They won by 14. They should have won by 25. My thought on Kansas, these guys remind me of the old Georgetown teams. They play smothering defense. They have some huge guy in the middle that's an NBA guy that nobody can guard. They can't shoot at all. So take that for what you will. I mean, there were nights where Georgetown was just dominating, and no one was going to beat those guys. You get a team that can shoot against them, a team that can score, maybe shoot over their smothering defense. Maybe these guys have some problems, but they're definitely very impressive. Very impressive. I like Kansas, but they got it done for us. Indiana State, they had a nice article written about them in The Athletic this week. One of those, a reporter is embedded in the program for 36 hours. Interesting article if you want to know the inside baseball of college basketball. Well, anyway, that article didn't help them as they lost outright as a 4.5-point favorite, 67-74. So we lost there. This one sucked. This is a game I thought we were going to get easily at halftime. Then Boise State got back in it. The final ended up 70-61. I got 8.5 written down here. By the time I finally got that video posted, there were no 8.5s anywhere. There was a 9 at 5 in the morning. Bet Online, I think that's one of my books. They had 9, so we'll take it at 9. 9 is a tie, so we'll call that a tie. Not a win, a tie. Georgia, who the hell scores 102 points and loses? This is another game where annoying. I mean, this could have gone either way, went against us. So we lost this one, 105-102 in overtime. Annoying. Another game probably could have gone either way. We were getting 5.5 at Charlotte with San Antonio. They lost 84-91. Loser. This might have been the game of the day as far as just good, we're kicking your ass, no questions performance. Gardner-Webb, 1-point favorite at Spartanburg, or also known as USC Upstate, 88-57, easy winner. St. Francis of PA, out now the Altoona area. These guys are becoming a favorite of mine. St. Francis, PA, 5-point favorite at Staten Island, or Wagner on Staten Island, 85-68. Well, this was disappointing. I liked this game, and it just didn't happen. High energy Buzz Williams getting 8 points at South Carolina just got his ass kicked. I mean, he was up like 10 points early, and then just, I don't know what happened. Losing 74-54, never in it. These guys, they're off my Christmas list. Northern Arizona loses again, 70-76. So that's just, suck. Play these guys twice in the span of 3 days and they lose them both. Gonzaga, easy winner. I should never put that 1 star on it. That was such an easy winner, but 1 star. 90-60. Florida International, all right. They sweep the Florida Atlantic's home-and-home series, getting it 66-59. We had them on the road plus 2.5. This one blew. Oral Roberts could not get it done at North Dakota State, losing 83-76. I had it at 5.5. That's a loser for me. You might have gotten lucky. I saw this was basically all over the place at 7 at tip-off, which would have been a tie for you. So I don't know if you got a tie or not on that one. If you did, well, then you are a daisy. Holy Cross in a intramural city rivalry with Boston University. You got to look out for those kind of deals. These huge point spreads, and the two teams are rivals or hate each other. There was another one on the board that I didn't play that I should have. Lafayette Lehigh, same deal. Holy Cross getting to 16, keeping it close, losing 68-77. That's a winner. Montana, nice comeback win for these guys. This game was close throughout, and Montana kicked it in the last 10 minutes to get the W. 82-71. That was a nice one. Vermont, they just could not pull away from Hartford. They got the win, but not nearly enough. 69-68 over Hartford. These guys are starting to become a favorite of mine. Alabama State going into Mississippi Valley and easily beating them 87-74, covering the 7. Sam Houston State, don't know much about them other than they lost 82-88. West Coast, UC Davis, hooray! Winner 87-81. Vanderbilt keeping it close, getting a big number there, 16 at Mississippi State, big number, covering it, 70-78. This one sucked. This could have gone either way. Providence pretty much held. Providence was probably within 5 points the entire goddamn game, and right at the end they just kind of fell off the free throw seesaw and ended up losing 58-64. That one could have gone either way. Went against us. This was a nice one. Nice early, easy winner. Eastern Michigan, low-scoring game, hugged up close to Akron the whole way. Just lost at the buzzer, but easily covering, 58-59. These guys are probably the winner of the shitty game of the day. Lamar, Hetty Lamar, that's Headley. They were 6-point underdogs, and they got beat 84-49. Never in it. We'll remember that, Lamar. Nebraska, Omaha, they got beat, and we got beat 81-64. Baltimore County, winning outright 60-50 over Lowell. I think Lowell. Ooh, late game, Riverside. Close game, they hung close the entire way. Got up for the cover, 59-61. Nice. Hampton, boo. That's twice in 3 days. They've done us. So they're off the Christmas card list. They lost 72-85 to I don't know who. And lastly, Oklahoma State, for those of you who say, oh, you only give us games in the mid-majors and la la la. Yeah, well, they were playing the number one team in the country, Baylor, and they almost won the game outright. This was closer than it appeared. It only got a little wider there at the end because of a bunch of technical fouls. But they easily covered the 13, 70-78. One thing I noted there about that Baylor crew, I read the box score this morning, they couldn't even sell their arena out. They're the number one goddamn team in the country. And it's not like their arena holds 25,000 people. It holds like 10 or 11, and they still couldn't sell it out. What does that say about you, Baylor? I mean, come on. Your own fans don't believe in you. Wow. What is that? All right, so let's count this up. I'm pretty sure the numbers are going to add up here, unless one of my Bob Dylan slides fell through a wormhole or a crack in the floor, which is certainly possible. Should add up. 1, whoop, 10, 12, 13, 14, 28. I love it when stuff works out. Should I even bother counting the losses? We're just going to say there were 22 of the losses. I'll check the video and then I'll get angry if it doesn't work out because I'll have to reshoot the whole goddamn thing then. Alright, so that's what we got there for you. What can you say? I mean, our total record now is 111-84. That's upwards still around 56-57%. Plus 6 yesterday. You know, now of course you gotta figure we got Vig in there, so you know maybe it would have been a pure plus 4 when you factor in the Vig, but a plus 4 for the week. I mean, I'd have to add it up, but it's got to be easily plus 10, plus 12 for the week. So yeah, we're still kicking it. I mean, we are still kicking it. You're getting free picks here, high quality picks at an incredible rate. I'm starting to almost gain some confidence. It's like, gosh, I almost think I can do this. We're almost up to 200 picks. 200 picks, and we're upwards of 56-57%. That's almost getting in the realm of this is not random. This is something, somebody knows something or something, you know. I hesitate to say that because that somebody would probably have to be me. But, well, we're doing it for now. We're doing it. So, all right. So what do you want to know? When's the next picks coming out? Like I said, maybe tonight. There'll be one more video before Tuesday. I promise you that. Unfortunately, next week, you're probably not going to get too much action out of me because I actually have to do my other job, which I've mostly foregone, but have some work that I couldn't turn down. So Yeah, well, I'll do the best I can, but one video before Tuesday. After that, you know, who knows what'll happen there. I'm not going away. We're not leaving you. It's just it's going to be a very busy week for me in a non-basketball sense, sadly. All right, so there it is. That's what we got for you. Congratulations to all of us. Welcome subscriber 19, whoever you are. Thank you, Mr. Commenter, for taking the time to read the videos and give it some thought and comment. And let's see if we can get that 20th subscriber. 20 is a nice round number. 100 is an even nicer round number, but 20 comes before 100, so let's work on that. Thanks, and I'll see you again. Eric Arnold signing off.